Hello and good afternoon, everyone. Save with Crypto here with this guy above me. This is Maff. Maff got here before me today. Hello there. Maff got here before me today, and he's got the kettle on, so it's all good. And,
yeah, exactly. My coffee cup is empty. So
so's mine actually. I yet again, I don't know where the last 3 minutes went, but they did, and I didn't even have a chance to boil an egg, but there you go. Aki V8's here. Where's everyone else? Where's hello there. Where's the rest? Come on, show yourself. If you're lurking in the background,
the usual suspects. What's going on?
Yeah,
I did notice actually in the Telegram thingy. I think you're missing a 1, so it looks like it's saying 2 p.m.
I've just edited it.
Sure.
Edited it. But yeah, I know that wasn't my best move actually. I could. I don't know. I mean, does anyone still use the Telegram thing? I suppose people do, don't they? Obviously, you do.
Actually, that's a good point. It came up on my phone.
I think I got it right in the Discord though. Oh bollocks! The Discord's wrong as well.
Oops.
Oh crap! Let me just change.
Okay, I was going to say I can post a thing while you're talking.
Okay, post the thing while I'm talking, but I will. I have just edited it.
Oh, okay. Oh, in that case, I won't bother.
I know. Oh, hang on. I suppose we do a tweak. I don't know. All right, I've screwed it up. Sorry about that. Right. So in the olden days, we used to do a Chippy Watch thing on Friday, and then now we can't because there is no chart for Chippy, as far as I know. There used to be like a weird one, like Chippy versus Wrapped Soul kind of thing. It's a shame we can't do it because I just got my rewards from last week. I just put it on X, like what you can see here, because that's the most I've ever had. That in the olden days, I used to get like 4,000, like back in 2024, I think it was, for a bag of chips, for a fish and chips meal, So this kind of implies that the price of Chippy is down a lot. Just going to have a quick look at the DEX screener thing.
I suppose really that can be the Chippy Watch thing, can't it? Oh my gosh, sorry, I just accidentally clicked on Chimp X on the 12 minute. You should. Oh my, wow. Do you mind if I share the screen just for a sec? Sorry, Sid.
Okay.
Sorry, this is a completely unprofessional sort of interruption, but I think it's just worth it because just look at this.
Right.
Did you ever? No, I never did. What the hell is that? I mean, that's on the 12 minute. This is Chimp wrapped BNB coin. Did it exist before then? There's no dinosaur there, is there?
How long ago is that?
Well, it's just on the 12 minute, but it is quite scrunched for all of that. So that was 10th of April 2026. The EMAs have shown that as being kind of, I mean, also the price is a steady incline, but the EMAs have shown a steady incline, and it's all been kind of straddling the 9 EMA. Even the 9 EMA was struggling to keep up with that price action, and so that, like half the time the price is above, half the time the price is below, and obviously Quadzilla has been going a bit mental with it as well, just like this, just like this is not normal, this is not normal, this is not normal, this is not normal, all the way along, just saying like this is not normal. expect the price to suddenly radically violently reverse, and boom, rug pull, it looks like. That's something.
It's quite a weird rug pull, because that's like a kind of gradual I mean, like normal, like pump and dump, you just go up vertically and then come down.
Yeah.
But that kind of like didn't quite. I suppose it is vertically if you look at it on the monthly time frame or something, isn't it? But that's a good old rug pull, that one. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean it's like something. It's like a Lemmings level from the old Lemmings game, isn't it? Just like it's walking up and up and up and then off the cliff. You know.
Maybe.
It's going back some. Anyway, I'll re-add you to the.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
Luckily, Chippy isn't quite as bad as that, but is pretty damn awful, actually. I must admit. So, God, I really wish we had the old chart because it was good fun, you know. And I know we've been talking about this level down here for like a long time, and yeah. So I think this has been struggling to get over a $1 million market cap for a while, actually. So it's now down at 431, which is like less than half of what we were kind of struggling with.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd love to know what's going on with this. I mean,
so I guess Dex Screener doesn't allow like, I mean, I guess it has like it has indicators, doesn't it? But there's no. It's TradingView. It has a little TradingView thing.
Is there? I mean,
Charged by TradingView.
There must be a way how you can do that on TradingView, like make your own custom pair or something, because they do it here, don't they?
All on Radium. So all sources. Is there a Radium?
So if you click that, does that?
There is a Radium Solana source.
I mean, if you click, is there? Oh, okay, yeah.
If you choose Dex.
I don't know. There
is no chip on Radium Solana.
It's just not there, is it?
No, that's really weird. I mean, okay, there's obviously some integration thing going on, isn't there, between Radium and so it's like a thing where they're decentralized wacko pairs don't kind of make their way to the main TradingView, because then it would just be inundated with crap.
Yeah. Well, when I did that video with the Tap guy, you know, Tap Global guy, Arson Tarosian, one of my questions was like, okay, you've got XTP, that's the token of Tap Global. You've got XTP on Weeks now, and like Weeks is a proper exchange. So
it's a decent one, yeah.
So why the hell haven't you got XTP on TradingView, you know, with Weeks as a source? And he said, well, it's actually it's down to TradingView to want it, I think. So it wasn't.
I feel like there's a bit too much of that kind of it's out of our hands. What are we going to do about it? You know, just they should be absolutely hammering at their window.
Yeah,
and the 10th floor window or whatever. Just for God's sake.
Or rather, it's a discussion between Weeks and TradingView, you know, which makes sense, I suppose. But even so, I mean,
yeah.
Well, even so, if that was my token, I'd be like, come on, sort it out. Because I mean, I believe, you know, you pay money to be on
Weeks.
To be on Weeks. So, like, you know, surely part of that is you get on TradingView as well, so people actually, you know, believe it's a real token, really, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. So if their thing is that they're saying they're not really part of the discussion as such, because it's between those two parties, so they just absolutely insert themselves into the discussion. I think just shoulder the way in with their broad shoulders. You know.
So, I mean, I would, wouldn't you? I mean,
oh hell yeah, because because being on an exchange, it isn't cheap, is it? It's
no, it's not, and
it's at the significant amount of money sort of level, like to make. It's not like a no-brainer. Like, do we add ourselves? Do we pay to get onto an exchange? It's significant, isn't it? So, given they're paying that you know, whatever, in probably tens of thousands, I think, of dollars.
It's certainly, I think it's tens of thousands per month is what it costs to be on an exchange.
So hundreds of thousands per year.
Really. Yeah, yeah. So for
Mad.
that, and I kind of think, I mean, it's not the same thing, but I kind of think that's what's probably killed Chippy a little bit, is the fact that it disappeared off TradingView. So it was just more off the radar, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope it won't be like that forever, but we'll have to wait and see, really. But
there was lots of talk about it. I remember of Chippy kind of just making its way to an exchange at some point, but it because obviously TMG, that Martini guy, has got fairly deep pockets, hasn't he? I guess I don't know if he bought back his crypto that he said he sold all of it.
I have no idea, actually. No idea what he did, but I think at some point I did ask him when we were on speaking terms, and I think he said, "I'm out of it." So, well, at 1 minute he said he was out of it, and then next minute he said, "I've still got a bag of it," you know.
Okay.
So yeah. I you know, well, believe what you will, really. Talking of which, actually, the Tap Global thing, apparently the earn feature has now been introduced for people in Europe. Okay, so this is like, it actually looks quite good, because it like pays 7% on stable coins if you have a certain level of XTP on your so it's got like the tiers, you know. It might actually be here, actually. So I did say to Roman, who's our friend who is overly invested in in Tap Global and XTP. I did say I'd mention it, actually, and probably more so. I forgot now. You get to the. I can't stand these bloody cowboys. I'll tell you.
It's ridiculous. To be honest, I mean, my gaydar isn't exactly that great, but he looks like a gay cowboy. It's very Brokeback Mountain.
I mean, you know, if you're gonna
walk down the street dressed like that, you know, you mark yourself out as I don't know, whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah. Right. We're not being homophobic here. We're just
no. Disclaimer: not that there's anything wrong with that. Holding up my, not that there's anything wrong with that badge, but it's, you know, it's just. I mean, look at that. You know, that's a typical Tap user, Tap customer.
I mean, you know, if Clint Eastwood was to see him, he'd be like, you know, he'd be horrified, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
He'd be like, you know, get off your horse, you know, and like, yeah. I don't want to be him.
No, exactly. Yeah.
You know.
I once had a belt that had that sort of quite flashy belt buckle on it.
Yeah.
And my daughter, who's 12 at the time, just asked me what the hell I was doing. Just get rid of it.
So you were about 40 odd then, were you?
Something like that. Yeah, probably that stage where I think, like,
yeah.
Oh, this will make me look smart and look like I'm in my 20s again. I didn't get the cowboy hat though. I'm glad to say.
Anyway, so does it have the stuff on here? I would so want to be enthusiastic about his company, but you know, update your bloody website. You know, it's like, at least mention the. I suppose we haven't got it in the UK yet, but I'd put money on the fact that they don't have this in Europe either at the moment. Anyway, so the earn feature, yeah, it's somewhat like 4% APR on crypto like Bitcoin and Solana. No, it's actually Solana's quite a lot, actually, but like Bitcoin, Ethereum, all that sort of thing, they're going to give you like 4% or something like that. And stable coins is like even USDT 7%, which I thought was quite good, actually. So what I've said to Roman is, because he's one of the UK testers, and I say, well, can't I test it, you know? And So anyway, he said he would ask. So hopefully he'll do that. Really, I'm a bit all over the place as talking about different things, aren't I? I've talked about Tap and Chippy and all these other sort of dead end projects. Sorry, all these projects that we're expecting to go really good one day. And,
yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, so there's that, and yeah. I suppose if I was to mention another dot app or whatever it is, then that would be the full trio of things that I'm overly invested into, which I kind of wish I wasn't. Anyway, let's just get back on track a little bit. So Bitcoin, right? So yesterday in the stream, I was talking about all them sort of things that looked like the price was going to go up, sort of thing, and it did for about half an hour.
Yeah.
It did for half an hour.
Yeah.
And then what we got? Look, we got a super down signal on the on our indicator, which is called Quadzilla. So we've got the super, just to make it more evident. So that's that little red arrow there. Okay. So we got that, and obviously these red background as well, which means it's probably going to go down, so it started going down. I did get out of my positions because I was, I just did. And also on the way down here as well, we got all these crosses of the EMAs. So first of all, you get the cyan, which is a 9 EMA crossing the 21. That happened at like 9 o'clock last night. And this morning, no, hang on. What date am I on? Oh no, that's all right. Oh yeah, okay. Sorry. Got my times confused there. So Wednesday, that was yesterday lunchtime, wasn't it? Oh no, it's Thursday today, wasn't it? Sorry, I'm talking shite. Right. Okay. Right.
Get your act together.
Yeah. Get my act together. Right. So what I should have noticed really was back on Wednesday was this super down thing there when we were up at 82k actually, and that was clearly going to signal the down thing, but no, so when we were, that was the stream there. Okay, so it did go up a little bit from when we were talking about it on the stream. And then these EMAs went bad, which I think was something we were looking at anyway. And that was 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon, and down we came. So there you go. So, so the question is do we bounce properly or not really? We did get this. We actually got 2 bearish retracements on Quadzilla here on the way down, which means the price is going to go down. It's going to come back up to that level, which is exactly what it's done at the moment. Being a bearish one, it is likely that we might get a little bit of a pullback. And sometimes
the 55 EMA on there, I think it would really have to close above the 55 EMA as a confirmation, really, that it's not going to just plop back down below that retracement level.
Yeah, which is 82351 at the moment on this particular chart. So, So long and short of it is, I don't really know what's going to happen. Actually, I think at some point we're going to come down here and go well low. Down to here maybe. 77 or lower. But I don't know. There is it has been a nice bounce this morning, so it's probably about time that we had a look at the comments and then let you tell me what's what.
Well, I'll have a go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Aki, we did this to me. So hi Aki, and Kebby, afternoon. On my way bean shopping. Oh yeah, because we were asking earlier on, where's Scotty? Also, that's serious dedication, I may say. That so if you're out shopping and you actually kind of had us on your phone as you pushing the shopping trolley along. That was the crazy ass.
Oh yeah,
chart, the Chimpex.
Chimpex, yeah.
It was Chimpex AI. Just realised overwrapped BNB, but oh my gosh, that was a bit of a crazy thing. So bundled token indicates. Hey Nick. And KB Bitcoin looks good for a rebalance back down to the OC original thing overclockers.
Don't know.
Anyway, rebalance back down to 70k, which I think is definitely a possibility. We'll have a look at that when we get to the chart back to the chart in just a sec. And Firewatch, hello. And Scotty is now at the keyboard. Like, more downside for XMR. Oh, we'll have a look at that as well, actually, in just a sec. Yeah.
Did you actually know that the word?
Mind if Monero goes down in price, because I think it's always a buying opportunity, you know. So,
yeah, I haven't got any, so I don't mind either. So I would consider it an opportunity. Did you know that the word hello didn't exist like a couple hundred years ago? It was only it was only invented when they started using telephones in the States, and one of the official ways people were told to answer calls was more when it was routed through the exchanges, which I think it had to be initially. Was the operator would say, "Hello, may I connect you?" or something like that, and which is why they were called Hello Girls, who worked in those places.
Okay,
but before that, the word hello didn't exist.
So, what do people say before? They just go, "All right."
It was like good morrow, and you know,
good morrow. But I mean, so
good morning, and
what's the root of hello? I mean, where does it come from? Is it Latin or Greek, or do they just literally just pluck it out of the air?
I'm not entirely sure, actually. I might have to study that a bit more. But it was anyway. Let's do some more etymology later.
I'd heard about goodbye as they kind of because people didn't used to say goodbye before phones, but I think maybe Alexander Graham Bell wanted people to say that is all at the end of a phone conversation. So they had to come up with kind of like a standard sign-off type of thing. So he wanted people to say that is all, but then they settled on goodbye as a standard.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Actually, I might have been slightly wrong about that. It says here that hello is a relatively modern word appearing in print around 1826 to 1833, originating from older shouts like hello and holla, used to attract attention or command stops. Its roots trace to Old High German hala, hola, used to hail a ferryman, and the French hola, whoa there. Thomas Edison popularized it for telephone use. So previous usage before becoming a standard greeting, hello was used in the early 1800s to express surprise. Hello, what's this? Or grab attention. Telephone impact. While Alexander Graham Bell proposed ahoy hoy for a telephone greetings, Thomas Edison strongly promoted hello, leading to its widespread adoption.
So people have to act surprised whenever they pick up the phone.
Yeah, hello.
Goodness. Yeah, they could have said goodness, couldn't they, instead?
I tell you what, I used to have this friend called Fergus, and I can guarantee he won't be watching. But and he's the sort of bloke who, you know, when you've got a friend who just calls you all the bloody time, and like, you know, you think like, I like him, but I just wish he'd leave me alone for a bit, you know. And he always wanted something doing or whatever, you know. And I quite often just see like Fergus, and I was like, oh God. And so I'd normally just not answer my phone, and then one time he called me. I thought I'd better answer this, and I was like, "Hello, Fergus. I was just about to call you." He said, "Oh, great. I'll hang up then."
Yeah.
Which I thought was very funny. Oh, okay, I'll hang up. Anyway, made me laugh.
By the way, Scotty, I agree with you on your last comment. I probably shouldn't show it. Just don't want to get too political and things. But, you showed it anyway. There you go. Okay.
Which city was that? I don't know where you are, Scotty. You up north?
I think we just lost a viewer because we were political. So somebody dropped off.
Oh, did we? Oh, sorry about that. Okay. Well, it might have been me talking about hello.
I disagree with their politics. I'm out of here. Or something.
Well,
but yeah, we try not to go political too much.
No, I don't mind a little bit, but
yeah, a little bit is fine. I think it's when because I remember a few years back, all of the sort of Hollywood supposed supremos got together and decided to put out these things telling people how to vote, like the Avenger actors and things were all like telling people how to Plymouth, okay, down there. Nice area down there.
You're not actually that far away from me, actually, Scotty.
Yeah, and at that stage, I thought, well, whether you agree with them or not, it's just like, is that really their place? They're paid kind of pretenders, aren't they? Really, and they're kind of giving people political instructions, or they probably felt they were. Anyway, slight segue. Should we do some
better
things, TA stuff?
Yes, indeed. Let me hang on a sec. I'm just slightly thinking. Yeah, I haven't really looked at what happened in my neck of the woods yet. But anyway, let's get back to real life.
Okay, then I quite like that. Anyway, back to real life. Here's a dancing lizard monster. Talking of which, you two can have Quadzilla rampaging around your living room and predicting prices too, as it does very accurately, I may say so. Sort of as in provably through the built-in stats, 90% plus success rate on most charts, including the ones that are really important. And that's that. So head over to savewith.crypto.org/QZ and you'll see all the deets on that. And just very quickly as well, I just wanted to mention that over on here, this is still there. I'm just going to put that into the chat if you don't mind. So this is. What is that? Sorry, I just realised it's quite small text. I think it's a bit better. So, yeah, if you're interested in learning just price action patterns, and how to center titles as well as the other, then head over to that link. So it's maftopia.com. There's a link on the front page anyway, but then it's just price action patterns with hyphens, and it's that. If you don't mind me just popping that up for a sec. So yeah, and then within this, it's got the usual sort of stuff. It's quite nice. It's keyboard controlled as well. So up here you get these categories you can move across. So left and right keys take you through those, and up and down through there. You can also search for say Doji, for example. It's a progressive thing. Also on that keyboard support, yay. Doji star bearish, so you can just get to the one that you're looking for. Advanced things, breaker structure, Elliott waves, that kind of thing, with little explanations, fair value gap, and there's a quiz as well. I zoomed in a bit, but there you go. It's there's a quiz mode in which you can do things. We went through this a bit. Was it yesterday? Yeah, I suppose it was yesterday. Yeah, so what's that one? I'm actually not sure. I don't think it's a doji, but I'll just put doji. It's a Harami cross. a bullish or army cross. There you go, and that's what it means. Seems to do all that sort of stuff. Go through the quiz. Is that an abandoned baby? Hark, is that an abandoned baby over there? I'm not sure if it is, but it might be a bullish one. No, God, it's a morning doji star. That's terrible. Anyway, I'll come out of there because that's showing me up a bit. But all sorts of stuff in there that you can go. You can also fav them. So you can click the favorites thing. So fair value gap bullish is now my favorite. If we go to favorites, then it's there, and it remembers. It just does local storage, cookie style in your browser to remember those. So worth trying out. So yeah, that's about it really. So I'm just going to zip that. And oh yeah, this was. I was just looking for Chippy because it seems weird, doesn't it, that Chippy isn't on there? But then, hey, there must be some kind of clear out of all tokens and things from like Radium and so on. But anyway, that I'm still a bit staggered by that one. That's Chimp X AI. What the hell is going on there? How long has it existed for? Not very long, I guess. They normally show a dinosaur, don't they? So I don't know if that's just anyway. Like for the beginning of time. So very short-lived token in any case. I hope someone got rich from that and didn't make too many people poor in the process. But yeah, let's jump back to like proper stuff. Let's do it this way.
Tell you what I watched the other day. I watched one of those Hannah Fry videos,
okay.
and she was talking to this guy. I can't remember his name now, but he was saying that if you could find some sort of mirror, sort of like a few thousand light years away, then and you could actually see the reflection of the Earth. You could actually see and check history, So you think, okay, well that's all right, but that's not possible. But there is certain things that happen near black holes and stuff where light sort of does get reflected. It just happens that there's one in one of the nearest black holes, which is just over 1,000 light years away. So in theory, if you use that, if you had a sort of telescope that you could see the reflection of the Earth well enough using this thing as a reflector, you could see like the pyramids being built and that sort of thing, which is probably never going to happen. But like the actual concept of it is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it kind of is. I mean, obviously it's a very, very kind of hypothetical. It's like a mind experiment. What's the thingy? A mind thing, rather than kind of like a thing that could be practically done. But yeah, the whole thing about that's kind of a good point. So literally a mirror back in time, because I suppose looking out the night sky is supposedly looking back in time, isn't it?
Yeah. So if you could see yourself, then I was just thinking, if you found one far enough away, you could actually see the dinosaurs wandering around.
Yeah.
That'd be quite good, wouldn't it?
I mean, to be honest, that sort of thing does also kind of cast a bit of shade on the whole thing. Just personally think that if if this is what's going on, then are these, then this should be possible. But obviously that would just be ridiculous to kind of look in a giant mirror somewhere and see our past. See dinosaurs running around, being amorous to whatever dinosaurs do, or did. And did they have feathers or didn't they? I don't know. And that sort of thing. But actually, to believe in space, you have to trust agents. I don't trust NASA. Their fates and lied far too much to believe anything past that sky. But
they're a brilliant film production company.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just I mean, so there's a definite, like, it doesn't necessarily follow that. And I'm kind of thinking like, what's this got to do with Bitcoin actually? But I know it doesn't necessarily follow that. Let's say they faked the moon landings. Let's say that they fake kind of like satellites, or just high altitude weather balloons or something, or whatever. If that's all the case, it doesn't necessarily follow therefore that space isn't real, it's a flat Earth, blah blah blah. I'm not taking a position in it either way or whatever, but it's important to get to the conclusion through like an actual linkage, cause and effect sort of thing. Yeah, rather than just a conclusion through ridicule of a thing, or like that. This isn't true, therefore this other thing isn't true. There isn't actually a causal link, if you know what I mean.
Right.
It could just be that NASA are a bunch of like corrupt politicians and people at the top, and they're just siphoning off billions of dollars and buying expensive mansions with swimming pools and things like that.
Yeah, quite possibly. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. No, I don't know. Yeah. No one has to, query the accounts of like NASA, do they? And sort of, can we see the receipt for that rocket, please?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there are so many things like that. They're just kind of black holes. Astronomy link of just cash, billions of dollars of cash all the time, just being siphoned off, going somewhere. Nobody knows where. There's no accountability. So I think Scotty's going a bit crazy in the chat, by the way. Not crazy, but just he's going a bit hyper in the chat. This is obviously one of his topics. I think. Firewatchers, can you reverse the mirror and see the Bitcoin price tomorrow?
No, but what you can do is, when we've got Ozzy in the chat, I don't think he's here at the moment, but when Ozzy is here, you can ask him, because it's tomorrow there already.
It's a damn good point. Yeah, and of course we've got Quadzilla.
Oh yeah, right. Okay.
That's an attempted segue. I don't know if that really worked. It didn't. But right, shall we have a look at this? In any case,
yeah, please do. Is that what time frame is that? Is that the hourly?
No. Oh, this is the weekly actually.
Sorry, I can't see my resolution's too fuzzy.
Is that was it CGA monitor from back in the day? Usually up your 286 PC.
No, it's just down to the internet speed.
Okay, actually, let's go to the hourly. Let's have a look.
What I was going to say was, you used to be into the what was the SMA you were into? Was it 200? Was it?
I still am.
Yeah. Well,
that is right. Yeah.
Slap it on that, because that's quite interesting.
It's on. That's it there. 200 daily SMA. Yeah. But this is just on the 1 hour. I switched to the 1 hour. But I just want to say this stuff here I drew in, that was from the 12-minute. Let's go to that for a second. I'm jumping around a bit here, but so because I was going to post that as a screenshot into the Discord last night, and then to be honest, it was quite late, so I just thought, oh, screw it, I'm going to bed instead. And I mind you though, it's only at what time did I do that? All right, 6:24. Maybe I wasn't going to bed then. I forgot. Might have been my dinner was ready or something. So, anyway, who cares? Can anyone tell me, was my dinner ready at 6:24 yesterday? So essentially, this I think this is kind of what you were showing earlier on. There was this Quadzilla TM retracement level TM whatever started drawing on the 12-minute back there at 6 p.m. on Monday, and drew along. And so at that stage, the price is obviously doing its ascending thing. So you might well have been thinking like, oh well, maybe that'll fill one day. Well, maybe it'll just stop plotting. It'll give up. But sure enough, that there was that peak, and the 12-minute actually showed it very nicely. Had a super down it's just there.
Mm-hmm.
The place where it's at is actually like just before the peak, and they're heading back down. So that is like, you know, literally just the candle, the bar just before it. So like very nice kind of like indication that yeah, we're kind of getting to the top there. We're about to see a reversal. And similarly on here, the convergence band of the quad stochastic momentum oscillator, which shows the weighted average is the white, and the red is the fastest moving of the four stochastics for the momentum. And so when those come together up here in the overbought bit, which is above 80%, and also they start to curve round, then that's a really good sign, especially after a rally like that. It's a really good sign that the buyers have got to be exhausted, and you know, we're about to see a reversal. So you had kind of that early warning, that bar turned red there because 3 of the 4 stochastics had started to curve around at that point. But then there's a little bit more of a push, I think, because the actually, I should zoom that a bit. I think because the liquidity had just kind of started to where was it? Sorry. Yeah, red bar appeared there. So yeah, it's really just that liquidity just there. What am I just trying to highlight it really. Had started to kind of accumulate, and so that might be in the top. But then, in fact, that accumulation kind of allowed the bulls to gather steam again, whatever, build up steam, and just have another push to the upside, another impulsive move. As you can kind of see with the momentum there, the convergence band was tight as a elastic band something, and yeah, hit the top and then kind of came. So that it was very clear where the reversal was going to happen. So at that point, keeping that retracement level in mind, that would have been a tidy entry for a short right there, just like absolute like textbook kind of setup. Can't really see my hand covering half of the the screen, but imagine everything to the right of that line, excuse me, hadn't played out yet. Then of course, when the price came down, it just came down perfectly, just like doink, which is exactly what you want to see for a bullish retracement level, where essentially the price came down, wicked down below that level, and then came back up, which is kind of what this means. It means that there's a high probability that it's going to do that. So obviously it didn't come up very far, but I think that's just overall, like the higher time frame market conditions were kind of that there was still downside to happen, but it was a nice little bounce from that level. So you know, if you closed there in profit, that would have been a tidy trade, I think, and then potentially, like, you know, reset and go again from there. So these really do work for that, these retracement levels. Like that one, similar sort of thing. The price came up, almost touched it, but then more down, and then kind of back up. And yeah, come up. Now it's because the bearish retracement levels are kind of like they do the sort of down, up, down kind of pattern, and that's exactly how that looks like it's playing out at the moment. If that does kind of carry on down, might come down to there, that bullish retracement that's forming. So you'd have this kind of down, up, down. Meantime, that one there is kind of a that was the up really, just there. So that one would be the kind of up, down, up. So you might well see something like that play out because of that one doing that. So yeah, that was that. What should I have a look at? Should go to actually, yeah, some things to probably watch for today. So
there is the NFP, isn't there?
Yeah. That's it's probably just happened, isn't it? I think
Oh, actually, what 130?
Oh, 130 is it? Okay.
UK. There's also the unemployment rate as well.
Yeah,
similar kind of thing, isn't it?
So
Same
yeah, so non-farm payrolls NFP got at oh, my note here said 12:30 British Summer Time, but that maybe it got delayed or something. That's the non-farm. It's a terrible name, non-farm payrolls, because you instantly think of farm.
I know.
The emphasis is on farm on this thing. There's absolutely nothing to do with farms.
I know, which is why the thumbnail had somebody running away from a tractor.
Makes sense.
Because I was thinking, how can I have an image for a non-farm?
Yeah. That probably worked out pretty well, actually. I didn't actually see the thumbnail, to be honest. I'll have to go and have a look. So forecasts are estimating like maybe 95,000 jobs to be added. So previously it was 62,000. Unemployment rate was expected to hold around 4.3%. So if the payrolls are higher than expected, that'll strengthen the US dollar, which means Bitcoin, equities, potentially gold and silver even might cool a little bit. So we might see a bit of a dump there, unless the usual thing, unless it's already priced in. So, but well, I suppose if it's higher than expected in any case, yeah, obviously if it's lower than expected, expect to see something of a pump on Bitcoin. The other thing, there's University of Michigan consumer sentiment preliminary. Doesn't sound very kind of high impact, does it? But it might be, because that's at 2:00 UK time. So expected to print at 50 out of what, I don't know. But a lower reading would mean that there's economic cooling and consumer caution. So potentially that'd be a dovish pivot from the Federal Reserve, which would favor risk on assets like Bitcoin. Federal Reserve speeches, 2:45 UK time, Fed Governor Cook, and then Daly, Goolsby and Waller. It's like Emerson, Lake and Palmer, isn't it? At Saturday morning time for the UK, 4:30 BST. And so yeah, obviously there's going to be a lot of scrutiny on those, on the Fed speeches. Like, are they hawkish? Are they dovish? They're not going to be dovish, are they? So obviously it's because there's kind of sticky inflation at the moment. So there's going to be there's no getting around it, is there? I think at the moment, with oil prices so high and so on. And oh yeah, the consumer price index, CPI, and core inflation, also at 12:30, been and gone in theory. Don't know if we've seen it. I guess okay, we might see more of a reaction when the US markets open. But so core inflation expected to be 0.2% month on month. If it's higher, unexpectedly higher, then that means that there probably wouldn't be near-term interest rate cuts, which there aren't going to be anyway. So in other words, a higher CPI in core inflation, of course, is going to affect. I mean, it is anyway. It's going to negatively impact Bitcoin. So, because again, the dollar would strengthen, and of course, no one's going to be borrowing, etc., etc. So, I think so for Bitcoin itself, like what's the sentiment? What's the market direction? So, there's a bunch of like KOLs who are kind of saying, like, so Michael van de Pop and Matthew Hyland.
I know the Van der Pop plug. I don't know the other one though.
Okay, so they're characterizing the current price action as a disbelief rally. So
okay,
basically,
what does that mean? That means. Hang on.
Well, because there's like, so the price has obviously moved above 80k. Like it dipped below it, didn't it? And sort of came back up. Let's go to the 4 hour. Let's have a look at that.
Yeah, I mean, it went down quite a bit, didn't it? So
yeah, there's all of that. Let me just delete my drawings, my 2 drawings, and so, yeah, it says the 200 daily that needs to. So price didn't come up there. I think we are going to see a move up to at least touch that, or wick slightly above, whatever. But yeah, so because there's supposedly about $450 million happened in short liquidations, so which suggests that there's probably intense spot buying apparently. So Bitcoin is currently consolidating around the basically 80k, just below 80 to just above 80. It's on the, that is on the 4 hour. Okay, it's going to say. If you have a look on the, I'm going to switch off quads just for a sec, just get a view of it. What could we draw in? Just, I don't know. Price range maybe. So, in fact, I don't know. Sorry, just what do I click? So there's definite. It's going to see support, but there's a range because there was liquidity there. There was support there at the top of that liquidity, then going across became support again just there. Not really resistance, but just like, I don't know, yeah, it's acting more as support than resistance all the way along. I mean, if I draw that in for what it's worth, so it was that like little range there. Check, am I just oh no, that's okay. It probably looks like I'm resting my chin on the microphone, but I'm not. Let's move it to the side a bit.
what a weird thing to
do. And yeah, just there, that lower part of the range there, if I just draw that in as well. So because just there, yeah, again, like support, so resistance there, support there, support, resistance. Obviously the price is up there now, so you're probably thinking like, what the hell am I doing looking down there? But there's probably kind of a order block within that that's probably being dipped into over time. So not saying the price is about to do this, but just for example, if it did like that would dip in again, or it might, just dip a bit lower, like kind of like what that all did. And so that one we're talking about like between, what is it, kind of 79.8 really, and 79.6. And then other areas within it. So I think, let's see this, just for fun. If we draw in, say, from where the price dipped down to on that move, Fib retracement up, we could see kind of, oh, bloody hell, sorry, just realized I started to draw that without the top in view. Let's try it again. There. So areas that, I'm also going to move that. Sorry. Where'd it go? Ah, no. I'm just going to draw it again. Got myself in the right old pickle on there. Go from there up to there. And yeah, so essentially that was ranging sort of between the 0.618 and the 0.382 really. Bit of a range, and the price had come out to that 0.706. But I think what this pretty much gives us is, I don't know, I just feel like I just drawn that a bit wrong. I should be kind of fudging this a bit so that things match up on there. Do you know what I mean? If I just base it on the candles rather than the wicks or something like that. Is that any better? Or was it fine where it was? Maybe it's fine where it was. Anyway, sorry, yeah. So as the price comes up, the expectation and hope, I think, is that the price is going to work its way up from there. So these could be kind of areas that it works its way up through, like, don't know if I particularly need to draw them or not, but just kind of thing, and then up into there, that sort of thing. You know what I mean? That, and then probably that, just to balance that out a bit. But in fact, yeah, probably because the 200 daily, if that's doing that, then wherever they meet, you might well expect that to be kind of the point where they drop. So it's going to be around like 82.5 maybe.
Which is where it came down from yesterday. No.
Yes, yeah. I mean, was that yesterday? There was that? Oh, it's down there, isn't it? So 81 Thursday. Wednesday. Yeah. I mean, 82.8. So it could well just do that. So that if it 82.8 there, maybe let's draw that in. Do that, and if it did touch at say 82.5, it's about there, isn't it? Oh, in fact, yeah, it could be pretty much on the candle close on there. If it just got to there, then that's kind of a double top, isn't it? In the sense that, and then this one is lower, so that could well signal that that rally, that relief, the disbelief rally, is kind of over at that point. So that's possible. We could have a quick look maybe at the liquidation heat map. Should we do that? Just
why not?
Yeah. That's loading, so I guess that's up to date when it loads. So, and this is just on the 24-hour thing, so it's it's kind of zoomed in, but just to get an idea. Yeah, liquid skies above, which is good, I think, because yeah, of course. So that suggests up more likely than down, I think, like very much. So we can get above there. 82. Funny enough, yeah, that liquidity kind of fizzles out up there around just above 82-ish. Well, at 82, to be honest. If we went further, then there are less slim pickings. Sorry, what I'm trying to say above there. So like at this point, we're probably talking about like the price just kind of fizzling out a bit as it rallies and gets up to there, and then just plops down. So probably not a meaningful push above that sort of level, really. But that's going to be the main thing, and potentially fairly quickly as well. So before probably heading down to these sorts of levels, then 77.78. So I think because I think some, yeah. So if the do we have a result actually on the non-farm payrolls? Any of that?
I don't think it's till 13:30. I don't think.
Okay.
I'm not sure where you got your time from. What were you looking at? Forex Factory or something?
No, this is Gemini. So it does say that it's just an AI, and that I should check its answers because it's probably hallucinating.
Well, but, I think it was probably saying 12:30 GMT. Probably
it said BST specifically,
but it was wrong.
Yeah, it's wrong. It's wrong.
There is no result yet till
okay.
1:30.
So basically, if that comes in higher than expected, then I lost a bit. I was looking at. That's a shame. Yeah, if it prints favorably, okay, yeah, sorry, other way around. Prints favorably, like lower than expected, then we'd probably see a continuation towards up 84 to maybe 86. Could it really be? if we zoom out, it goes to the 2-day. We don't often look at the 2-day really on there. So it's all of this, isn't it? I mean, that's funny, up near 100. Let's not get carried away. There's a ton of liquidity just there that could be, and in fact, like all the way through all that, just that really, if I skewer that, I feel like I want like kebabs tonight, just on skewers and things. That'd be delicious. Thinking about that now. That's all I'll be thinking about for the rest of the day. And then we'll probably just have like soup or something. So yeah, essentially through there. Actually, what level was that? I mean, it's 89, so that's going to be a bit of a stretch, isn't it? If it gets up there this time, especially as that's then above the 200 daily. So it really is just like, how high is this going to go before it plops back down? So, and it seems like this kind of is the post bull cycle high relief rally that we've been waiting for longer than any of us may have kind of expected to have to wait for it. But it got here eventually. Let's bring Quadzilla in, see what it's saying on the 2-day. Quadzilla is still looking pretty positive on the 2-day. It's suggesting that there's, I mean, the fastest moving stochastic, the red, has curved around up here and overbought, but in fact the averaged out one has also started to level off. But that could just be a pause. Maybe things are just accumulating a bit before we see a bit more upside. Because if there's room for that to head up further. The RSI is also looking a little bit tired, mine. So that's worth keeping in mind.
Well, that again, sorry, that 2-day time frame. That's where I've been looking at the 21 and 55 EMAs, because even with the ups and downs over the last few days, because you're looking at quite a large time frame, they are still heading towards each other. And the last time that happened was back in May last year. The price went from like 88k up to the all-time high. So I think that's what I've got my eye on at the moment, because I think if they do cross over, then I think it'll be like a lot of upside. But if they don't cross over, then I think that is when we get the
So you're talking about that right there, do you think?
Yeah.
But, actually, I don't know if you can hear noise outside from here.
No,
I don't know if it's carrying over. Maybe it's not being carried over, but it's literally just like some workmen have like literally just out on the path outside. They start up with this like big machine that seems to be like crushing up bits of concrete and stones and things, and it's stupidly loud. So I thought I'd just share that with you. You're sharing my suffering over here.
What they're actually doing?
I'm glad if that's not coming across at all, apart from me talking about it. So anyway, sorry. So this 21. So the yellow 21 looks like it could well be crossing above the green 55. We ought to just monitor that. Do you have an alert set on that?
On
that cross?
No, I should do that, shouldn't I? I don't want to get too excited there, because it might not happen.
No, true.
And I think there's no rush.
The alert never fired. So, but yeah, so keep in mind then that also on the 2-day that there's a lot of downside. That retracement level started plotting at just above 70k, and also it does tie in with very much there's a support level all the way along there, really. Well, it's resistance over there. In fact, it's kind of irrelevant. It's kind of a relevant level, really. If I did it from, I'll just draw a horizontal line. So as in like resistance there, resistance again, momentarily support, support. So yeah, all the way, that's going to kind of remain relevant just right along there. There is other liquidity, so we'll see when the price comes back down. We'll see bounces, of course, on the way down, but when it gets down to there, it could well come down to like 70.6 or 7 before it kind of, we see some sort of like any healthy level of bounce again from there. But yeah, definitely keep an eye on that. So by the time those cross, I'm just going to delete a few things. All of that crap. So by the time those cross, the price could well have come up to where it's there at the moment. So if they continued that, because you'd kind of hope that the 55 would start to curl up a bit now.
Yeah.
As in sort of that. So if that's chasing, well, not quite that steep. It's doing that maybe. What we're trying to do, like that. Then obviously the price has been coming down, which is why that was like, you know, leveling off a bit. But maybe if it bounces off that level, 79, so it's that ranging around like just above 80 and just below 80. So if it kind of, say, bounced off there and then carried on up, that sort of thing, then it might be there where they cross over, which would be also just above 80. It only, I guess, really the price only has to range, doesn't it, for that crossover to happen. Then that would be a decent confirmation that it's about to break out from there. We could look at, let's go to and let's delete all the drawings. Ooh, and what was I going to do on here? I came to the 2 hour for a reason. What's a bit worrying on the 2 hour is that the EMAs are coming down, because obviously it hit that peak and it came down. However, that is just, now that we're zoomed in a bit. So what's good though is that the 21 EMA has leveled off from its coming down, which usually, like if that was inverted, then that would suggest that, you know, the price wouldn't be shooting to the upside. So that, like this proper way around, that's suggesting that we may not see too much of a drop from there. It's going to come down a bit, obviously, at the moment. It might come down and touch the 9 EMA on there, as it tends to do. And then that could very much be seen as a confirmation one way or the other, if it's going to just kind of touch that and bounce, or just plop straight through it and head to the downside. So on the candle close on the 2 hour, it's only just opened the new candle. So in 1 hour 49 minutes, you'll should get a confirmation one way or the other, I think, on that. And funny enough, that's going to time, isn't it, with the all these different results and things, and also the New York market opening and so on. So yes, that's definitely a thing to watch for on there. Also, sorry, just go back for a sec. Yeah, obviously, so we've got that green bar, like locked and loaded back there. I mean, that was kind of when the price is still heading up. So that came true, but it's just like, is that going to continue to be a thing? And retracement level there, 80.9, is still on the 2 hour. And because the high probability that we tend to see of the retracement levels coming true, then it kind of means there's a high probability the price will come up to that level. So that's another thing to keep in mind. That's there. So yeah, it's going to go to the 1 hour. And interesting. This is one that you were looking at as well, weren't you, with the 2 retracement levels there, I think. Was that right? On the 1 hour?
Yeah.
Oh, good. So you sort of come full circle on that then, to it pretty much where we started looking. So yeah. So that's good. So as we were saying at the start, really, we've got the faster EMAs there, but also like if this price candle closes above the 55 EMA and doesn't just bounce off it, then that's good confirmation that it's going to see more upside, like, immediately-ish in the next few hours. If it bounces off it, it'll probably drop below that retracement level a bit. Do what it's going to do after that. Have to see how the US reacts, etc., etc. Yeah, that's about it, really. I could go on, but I'd start rambling. I'd continue rambling.
Okay. I was going to have a quick look at the comments, actually. So, yeah, Scotty saying, I heard that the NASA are the largest thingy of the consumer, of helium in the world. So do you reckon that's how the rockets work? They just fill them up with helium and they just float upwards, and
I think it's the thing about satellites really being high altitude balloons, like weather balloons. That sort of thing.
They interesting. Wonder why. Anyway, yeah. So I think you're right there, Scotty. Actually, it's weird though. It's, like when I was a lad, you believed everything that was on the news in the newspaper, and it's
then the internet came along.
Yeah.
And so on.
And Ozzy was here from the future. Obviously,
excellent.
Obviously, the message hadn't got through to the other side of the future.
No.
At that point.
Yeah. So do tell us, Ozzy, has our TA today been accurate? I hope so.
Yeah, that'd be great if that worked, wouldn't it? Anyway, it doesn't. I had a look for this thing you said, Scotty, about the eCash BTC fork post. I couldn't actually see it. Actually, not quite sure. Did you see that, Maff? Or not?
I think wasn't that a while ago when he sent that?
Oh, okay. In which case, I might have done, but I forgot. So, Firewatch is saying, is there a way to get stats on historic super up down indications, or is it just look through the charts?
There are stats on the what's it even on? Where's the stats? Yeah, super up down signals. The thing with these is that it's a little bit of an experimental thing. So because there are some slightly sort of I don't know, like assumed numbers that go into it. It's like yeah, probably about this sort of amount. But I can show you what it says. So right down at the bottom there, super up down stats. The super stats are built around the scenario so basically you've opened a position at the close of the candle in which the super signal appeared, and for more information, contact your sales representative. And so if we hover over, I think is it that? Yeah, so that gives you a thing. That gives you a thing. It's just those two, I think. So succeeded counts if the price entered a profit. In other words, so say if it's a green super up, and so you're expecting the price to go up. So the price headed in the expected direction up, then it counts as a success. And if the price initially entered a loss by some arbitrary amount, I'll just put in 1% for that, then the position is stopped out, and so it counts as a fail. So 1% is probably a bit much, probably ought to be configurable or something.
It's good as you
yeah, except what I would say is the retracement stats in Quadzilla are very, very good. They're kind of thought out, and they really do. They reflect the reality of it. The super up down stats are, as I say, a bit more experimental. I think I probably need to put a bit more thought into those, and also just put something in the Discord if there's something that you specifically want the stats to be based on around the super up down. Then I'll probably just change it. But as it is, it gives some indication. So it's not useless. It does give some information that you can use. Average gain. So having moved in the expected direction, if the price then retraces, in others comes back down to the original price of that candle open, then Quadzilla stops tracking that position, like closes the position. In any case, the furthest distance the price moved, i.e. the gain, is counted towards that total, if that makes sense. I don't know if that really makes sense. So, for example, here's actually a couple of super downs. So that one would probably have counted as a success because the price immediately kind of came down, and down. So assuming that the price eventually comes back up to, it's that one, isn't it? The start of the candle. God damn it. Me and my straight lines. So yeah, so if the price kind of comes back up to there, pretend that's at the same level, it pretty much is, then that position kind of closes. Then the furthest point down, which is just there, that one, which is 79.2, 280, is the the thing. So that's counted as the profit, and whatever percent that would be. So like from there, sorry, from there ish, more or less. Just to give an idea, 3.5% profit coming down. So overall, the average for the bearish, like the super downs, is 3.1%. So in fact, to be honest, that I down talked it a bit. I talked it down, but it's actually pretty damn good looking at it, because like by those criteria, so there've been 110 super downs on this chart in time frame, and of those, 93 of them ended up in a profit. If you just kind of opened the position at the point where the super down appeared and kept it open, somehow magically knowing, down to its furthest point. But the main thing is there that you'd make some level of profit having entered that, like 84% of the time, if you opened a short every time there was a super down. Yeah, that's not marketing, that's stats. And the average gain, just in gain as in like just the price, would be like, it would have gone on to $2,500 US, and average 3%, and then the reverse on the bullish. There've only been like 75 super ups on the bullish for this whole chart, and of those, 55 of them kind of succeeded. In other words, they didn't stop out. So when a super up appeared, say if one appeared there, the price didn't immediately kind of go just head down by 1% before heading up. So yeah, so slight lower 73%, but that's still bleeding high. That's pretty amazingly high. For any indicator, anything above 50%, you tend to count as like, yeah, that's giving you a trading edge. So if you put out a series of repeated trades based on the super downs and the super ups, then you would get that sort of level of successful trades, or that one for bearish. And yeah, similar level of gain, of kind of like a profit for that position as well, for the super ups, the bullish ones.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, so essentially, so the idea is to combine the super ups and downs with the retracement levels. So when you see for example, on 12-minute, we're looking at this just now. So I won't go through all of this again, but essentially, like, actually, how are these doing? Okay, yeah, on the 12-minute, the super signal stats are very good. Very, very good. But of course, the percentages are lower because it's a lower time frame, so it stands to reason. But yeah, I would say you could probably trade with these. So the idea would be that if you get like a bullish retracement level in this case, that's heading across. So when the price is above, so you're fully expecting the price to come back down to this retracement level at some point. But it's like, okay, so when do I go short? When should I do that? So in which case, for the ideal entry, you're kind of looking for super downs. And like, oh, there's one. And when it showed up, it was kind of just there. In that case, yeah, so that one was like slightly before that top, but close enough. It would give you advance warning. So you'd like get ready to enter. Really, as soon as you get a bearish candle, then you look at that as a reversal. So good time to go short. Whoomp down, tidy profit. And that's using the super signals combined with the retracement levels as a way to find good trade openings and just high probability trades and so on. So
brilliant.
Yeah,
okay.
Thank you for asking. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
It's good little
awesome.
spiel on that, I guess.
Awesome.
Let's switch the stats off.
So Scotty's saying Bitcoin is now back at the 50-week SMA in 2022. Price rejected here and rolled over.
Let's bring this up, actually. I should go to the weekly. Bring in Shma. Shma. The Shma. The 50 Shma. Where's it, that one? Doink. 50. Actually, let's set that to weekly, so it'll be there on other time frames as well. So can make it a lighter color, I think. There we go. So I don't know. How long do I dawdle on the colors? Right. So it's all the way up there. Wow. Okay. Oh, it's only the 50, isn't it? I was expecting like it to be down there, like one of the slower ones. But yeah, so 50's at that. So what were you saying? Sorry,
sorry.
Is it that one? No.
No, it was where's it gone? There it is.
Okay. So Bitcoin is now back above the 50-week SMA. Is it? Oh, which one's a 50? That's a daily. Did I get that right? The 50-week SMA. Scotty, are you Google Gemini by any chance? Are you an agent, AI agent? It's nowhere near the 50-week SMA.
We might have to look into that in further things. Actually, we've only 4 minutes from NFP, so I might just whip through these and like as we're here, insider trading is only illegal for you and me. Yeah, I know. If you're a president or something, it's fine. Rune breaking resistance. Oh, that's the Rune thing is something because like I think Michael Saylor followed Rune on X. I think so. So I think Rune went mad. Kaz, eek! I'm so not with it. I read it. Yeah, sorry, that was entirely my fault, Kaz. I was basically like cutting and pasting very badly, and I kind of meant to say 12, and it came out as 2. But generally, I'll probably use. I don't know. No, I was going to say I'll always use the 24-hour clock, but I don't always, to be honest. Actually,
yeah.
Daily Quadzilla EMA is looking to cross bullish. Nice returns. They crossed bullish a while ago, didn't they? I think it was like last week. I think. Okay, Jeff's going to look at. Sorry, Firewatch is going to look at different time frames. That's cool. Cool. Right. Good. Okay. Right. Rune is collabing with XMR. Oh, I heard that. I had what did someone someone on the stream the other day said that. Yeah. I can't remember what it was now. But yeah, I don't know. So I whipped through them too quick now, and now we've got 3 minutes to do nothing really, apart from
just talk shit for 3 minutes for a change.
Apart from reading Scotty going, apparently. No, the cows, you don't really need to rewind much unless you want to know about how to watch the pyramids being built.
Through a very large distant mirror.
Through a very large distant mirror, and yeah. And
kind of a topic on is space real? Is NASA to be trusted, etc. You know, that usual Friday afternoon topics. You know,
well, that might make quite a good Maftopia sort of thing. You know, is like the whole space race a conspiracy or whatever. You know,
to be honest, I'm staying away from it. It's I don't want to get like probably more shadow banned than I already am. I mean, I don't mind talking about it on here, on your channel.
Yeah, why is that then?
Well, yeah, yeah, but I'll probably just try and keep that away from my channel. But anyway,
come here and shit on my doorstep if you want.
yeah, exactly. Well, you know, got to shit somewhere. Anyway,
no,
yeah. Let's see. So what should we cover? How many have we got? Like, is it 1 minute? Excuse me. No, or
hang on. There's about 1 million people watching this on X.
There are quite a few. Yeah.
Brilliant.
What was he titled? Oh, I think it's because he put non-farm payroll data today into the title. That really works. I mean, absolutely welcome to everyone who's watching, and we're about to do the big reveal of the non-farm payroll data stuff. We did do a bit of a thing talking about it earlier on about kind of like what it's going to mean potentially for Bitcoin, whether it's comes in higher or lower than expected, etc. Probably a good thing to rewind to.
But not right now, because it's all going to happen.
No, stay tuned.
And, so what do we do to monitor the results? I suppose I normally just click the thing on the little thing on TradingView.
Main thing is if people wouldn't mind just clicking like if you're watching on YouTube, that'd be highly appreciated. And
the price
if you're watching on X, absolutely welcome. And put a comment or something, retweet, you know, would all be good. And please do follow. You'll get, you know, stuff like this quite regularly showing up in your feed, for better or worse. So,
well done. That's what we want to know. Okay. Don't seem to have any results just yet, but the price just went up and down a little bit. Oh, there you go. Oh, actually,
on the weekly, it's good. The 3 minute for that.
So forecast was 62, and the actual was 115.
Wow. Okay.
So it's
probably it's good. So it's good for the US economy and the US dollar, but bad for Bitcoin, really.
Okay.
Okay. So there's a bit of a muted reaction there. Shot up that was a definite reaction wick that happened there, isn't it? That was probably sort of a just stop out all these positions kind of a wick.
Yeah.
And then reaction to the downside. So 230 will be very interesting when the New York market opens.
Okay.
Absolutely expect volatility for that.
So just to clarify, that is good for the dollar, isn't it? So that's bad for everything else, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah, as we can see, So
okay.
well,
Well,
just have a look at the 1 minute. But just before I do, so like also keep in mind that retracement level. So, where is that one? 79.8. Yeah, that 79.883. As a price that we might well see that come down to there at some point today, and potentially also that one, 79.5. Anyway, 1 minute. So a bit more pronounced on the 1 minute, isn't it?
yeah.
Another retracement level there. That one kind of matches up pretty much the ones that just saw in the 3 minute.
Okay.
It's very below the EMAs, even on the 1 minute at the moment, but it might shoot back up through them. Another thing again where it might kind of touch the cyan, the 9, wherever that's got. Oh, just did, I think. And if it can break above it rather than just react and kind of, well, head back down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's about us done, isn't it, for today? Unfortunately,
got a lot more people joining. I feel like we should talk some more.
Okay. Well, it's probably a good time to talk about our offer we got going.
Good point. Yeah.
If
you're a trader, you'll find this very much of interest, I think.
So obviously we've been talking about. So I'm just trying to do something at the same time. So obviously we've been talking about our indicator, which is called Quadzilla. It is actually. Shall I slap my screen on for a minute?
Do it. Yep.
Okay, let's remove you. Look at all big. Okay, right. So pretty much everything's on this Save with Crypto site. Really, I'm gonna put the URL in the chat in a minute. But if you go to Get Wise, right, that's the blog thing. So this latest blog thing, this massive Bitunix and Quadzilla giveaway. So what the idea is, you can watch this video here. Actually, let me just put this thing in the chat right now. I've not create a banner. Let me do that. So comments, blah blah. Okay, right. So that's the URL in the chat now. So in your own time, you can watch this video here where I explain everything. So basically, it's a campaign going on with Bitunix that we are affiliated with. And the thing for new users is great. You know, if you deposit $100 and you do a bit of trading, you get $20 for free. That goes up to $2,000. If you deposit $2,000, you get an additional $200 bonus. And also beyond that, you get various things on your trading volume. Now, trading volume is to do with when you open and close a trade, and that takes into account the leverage sort of thing. So if, for example, you had $10,000 in your account and you did a 100x trade, opened it for 3 minutes and then closed it, you would actually achieve a what would that be, 10 times 100? So you would actually achieve a $1 million trading volume, you know, in one trade. So
a bit scary.
Yeah, it'd be scary. Like, I don't suggest it. You know, I mean, I don't do that. I've been trading with about, a few weeks ago it was about 7,000. Yesterday it was about 20,000, and today it's about 18. But you know, them kind of figures. I've been opening and closing probably quite a lot of trades actually, but my trading volume is up to 15 million now. So so these are the kind of bonuses you get. So this one here, 100k. Honestly, if you've got like a grand in now, or even like $500, you know, over the period of time, you know, you're probably easily going to achieve that and get $30 for free. You know, if you're a bit of a lunatic like me, then you know you'll be getting like a $1,000 bonus as well. Or even if you just got a larger position size, you know, if you're trading with a larger amount, say like, I don't know, 30, 40 grand or whatever, if you just trade like a normal person, you'd be getting an extra $200,000 as well. Now, with these, you get all these VIP tiers as well. But what we're going to do as well, because give you some extra things as well if you use our links. Now, the link to sign up to Bitunix is that one there, okay? And we'd like you to subscribe to the channel as well, which, you know, makes sense, doesn't it? We've got a free Discord, so join that and, you know, get involved with the YouTube channel. You know, do like, you know, do that right now, actually. And make sure you are subscribed and all that. And in return, what we're going to give you, free Quadzilla access for a whole month. And that is like, if you join today, then you know, we will do that from today. If you put like about $1,000 worth of stuff in your account, and just do one trade at least to show us that you actually mean to trade with it, and we'll give you Quadzilla access for a full month so you can try it out. You also get free and the full Discord access, so you'll be able to get involved with our trading community and all that. Some very clever people in there and all that, and it's all good. And if you've got any questions about anything, you can contact me or Maff, and you know, we normally reply by doing a little post or something in the Discord, or we'll, you know, in some cases we'll even make a video about it or whatever, but we will respond to you like that. And in addition, we'll actually give you, regardless of what your trading volume or whatever, we'll give you a VIP 7 status for Bitunix as well, which means you pay hardly anything in fees. And every Monday you get these little mystery boxes that are brilliant. I mean, sometimes they're like vouchers to get money off your fees. But I had one last Monday that was $80 trading bonus. 2 weeks ago, I had one for $100. I've actually had a lot since I've been using Bitunix with the VIP 7. So yeah, so this is a really good offer anyway. So do check this link out. If you just want to go straight to Bitunix and sign up right now, you can just go to savewithcrypto.org/Bitunix, and that will take you to the campaign itself, which is this one here. There's 10 days left here. So this, I think it's the 15th. I think it finishes. So yeah, this has all the details of stuff.
Gotta get moving. I think just get over there.
Yeah. Just savewithcrypto.org/Bitunix. Bitunix.
Not Bitunix. Bit.
Yeah. So I've had Maff criticizing me because I dropping my T's everywhere, and
it's
all that.
Okay. I think people don't mind. So, yeah, anyway. So that. Probably going to wrap up fairly soon, aren't we?
Okay.
Nearer the end of the live stream, but just wanted to, if you don't mind, I was going to bring up my screen just for a sec.
Sure.
So just quick reminder, just I thought because there's a whole bunch more people have joined now since I mentioned this. So if you head over to maftopia.com, if you're learning like chart price patterns and things like candlestick patterns and so on, this is a brand new resource on there that's you kind of learn interactively through. You can just go down through all these. And it tells you all about each pattern, what to watch for, and so on. You've got categories up here. There's all sorts really in there, and you can search for stuff as well. Like say, if I search for Elliott wave, bearish and bullish, and so on, and just tells you all about these different things, fair value gaps, and things. And there's a interactive quiz as well. I was doing that earlier and getting stuff wrong, but with this, like, oh, what's that then? Wonder what that one actually is. Just this downward pointing thing. Say if I randomly just put it, is it just an engulfing candle? Engulfing bearish? No. Oh, on neck. Okay, so so now you know. On neck is a bearish continuation pattern. A long bearish candle is followed by a smaller bullish candle that gaps down but rallies to close exactly below the previous one. Yeah, okay. So because price action is obviously such a kind of important thing to really know about when you're trading, prior to like indicators and stuff. But that said, using that in combination with indicators like Quadzilla, of course, if you if you've recently joined, just rewind a bit. We were using Quadzilla to just kind of just point out, like, it makes seriously good calls, just put it that way, on the price action for reversals and specific levels it's going to reach. It's got built-in stats as well, so you can just kind of have a look on a particular chart and see how it's going to perform on that chart. So do go and check that out, savewith.crypto.org/QZ. And that's me done, I think.
Okay, brilliant. There's a load of Scotty comments, but I think really we might have to go in a moment, actually. Breaking. US unemployment came in at 4.3%. Expectations 4. Okay, right. Okay.
Oh, brilliant. Okay. Actually, how is the price looking there? Oh, that's really interesting. Okay, so when the non-farm payroll came in, it did that kind of fake out spike and just probably stopped out a lot of positions at that point, and then headed back down. It's doing kind of, I mean, this is only on the 1 minute, just keep in mind, but it's doing kind of a price compression type of thing there, isn't it? Sorry, I clicked wrong, but it's a bit there. Roughly there, and depends where you draw it from. I mean, that would be wrong, I think, to draw it there, but who knows? If it's more from, I feel like I want to draw it from there, which is like I'm now interpreting the chart with bias rather than drawing something correctly. I think that, so potentially expect an explosive move in one direction or the other, literally any minute now, being on the minute chart. So yeah, that'd be one to watch. And then we've got like just under an hour, I suppose, until the New York market opens. And I think we'll probably see quite a extreme reaction then to the news, the news just in about what was Scotty saying? Going through the interesting stable coin stuff. Yeah. Oh, actually, sorry, getting very distracted now, just reading the comments. The daily is still in a nice ascending channel. Let's have a quick look. Really is, isn't it? It's surviving for definite. So maybe things aren't looking too bad at all, except for the results that came in. So yeah, bounced off the 9 EMA, and the price, obviously, as I was talking about before, the price really needs to head up above that, which is the 200 daily, that line coming down. Failed to touch it a few days ago, so we might well see another. In fact, I'm pretty sure we will see another attempt at that, touching that line, whether it's over the weekend or just into next week. Because if we do see some negative price action just there, so kind of, how's the week going to close? So still, I mean, coming into the weekend, so still another 2 days or so, 2.5 days to the end of the week. It's in danger of being a bearish week. It was looking very, very positive up until that point where it almost touched the 200 daily, but didn't quite. What do we want to happen there? Because on the weekly, it's kind of hovering on the 21 EMA. It's kind of using that as support at the moment, isn't it? If the 9 can keep on heading up and cross over the 21, that would be really, really positive for that to happen. If the 21 heads up and crosses above the 55, but the price would have to get up to like 86 for that to happen. And it sort of feel like at that point maybe this rally will be running out of steam in any case. So it might kind of veer up and just veer off the 55 when it gets up to there.
Yeah.
But there's obviously that big area of liquidity just there, and of course that retracement level kind of marks out the same area, really. As in, we've got all of that, and we've got that, which kind of marks out the same thing, really. So the price would need to come up to there, 85, 86, at which point the 21 and the 55 might cross. And then that, when it gets to that point, those are going to be the confirmation, I think, of whether kind of the angle they're going to cross in particular. Then about whether the price just kind of does surge more to the upside, kind of starts threatening 90k and so on, or if it's just going to veer off and kind of do that. So, you know, one or the other. There's the two scenarios. Well, one of the three, really. I don't. Feels like we're probably not going to see that just like ranging for much longer. Just get that feeling that we're going to see a whole bunch of that or a whole bunch of that. Yeah. And there'll be confirmation one way or the other as we were going through. So we'll see. So, Scotty, big news. The Senate Banking Committee is preparing to notice a markup for the Clarity Act on this Friday or next Friday. Is that, today, I think he said. Yeah. As odds shoot up to massive 8 to 9%. It's pretty likely. It's not like Quadzilla high odds, but it's still high. Very massive for the crypto market. That really would be. So maybe that. Yeah, just feels like there's positivity despite what's going on in the world and so on. And it's probably this sort of thing, like Clarity Acts and so on, that's driving that, I would think. And yeah, I'm done. I think that's about it.
Okay, brilliant. Right, and Ozzy says, have a great weekend. Yeah, I bet you're off to bed, mate, aren't you? But all right. Thanks everyone for coming along. It's been a really good turnout today. Thank you so much. I know most people are on X, but you know, please do pop over to YouTube and subscribe to the channel over there, Save with Crypto. And if you want to see what Maff's up to, there's one called Maftopia as well. Links to all that stuff will be in the description down below. But we will let you know what's happening on X as well. So yeah, I'll be making. I'm not going anywhere this weekend, so I'll probably make a few videos about random crypto subjects and all that. And yeah, have a great weekend. Trade safe, and we'll see you on Monday. All right.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.